The Dick's Sporting Goods Open is here after lots of hard work to get the course ready for the golfers and fans. And that's not the only thing happening there.
With thousands of people expected for the Blake Shelton concert tonight, authorities have some warnings and tips for the public. We have live team coverage from Enjoy, including a look at the course conditions for all the fun.
And cleanup continues across the Twin Tiers following some massive flooding. Your weather authority is tracking the latest.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News This Morning.
And we start 12 News this morning with a look at a late-night fire in Conklin. It happened at a home on the property of Jemais Flea Market. Fire officials say the flames broke out at 1766 Conklin Road around 10 p.m. The owner of Jemais Flea Market, Linda Burrows, owns the home that went up in flames.
She said the flea market will probably not be open for another 3 weeks due to flood damage from earlier in the week and now the fire. Conklin Fire Chief Bill Gorman says the fire started on the left side of the home. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And with that, we'd like to welcome you here to 12 News This Morning on Friday, the 17th of August.
We've certainly had a busy week with the weather, those flood conditions, and preparations for the Dick's Sporting Goods Open. And we have a lot to get to this morning. From the golf today to the concert tonight, we have 12 News reporter Annabelle Flaherty standing by at Enjoy Golf Club in Endicott with the latest conditions on the course and a preview of tonight's Blake Shelton concert. But the big cloud hanging over everything right now is that rain.
Yeah, Brian, what is the forecast looking like right now and today?
Well, we do have some rain moving across the region right now. I was just trying to check and see when the rain is going to be moving out. And a couple of things. We do have some moderate, even some heavier rainfall moving through the region right now. No lightning is being detected, but this is the shot from Ingram Hill looking into the city of Binghamton. Actually, I think we are looking toward Johnson City this morning, and you can see we have some low clouds, some fog, and that rainfall moving through the region. This is moving to the east-northeast at about 30 miles per hour. So already parts of western New York, western Pennsylvania are dry this morning. So we get an initial shot of rainfall and we get some dry weather. However, showers and thunderstorms will be back in the forecast by this afternoon. Dealing with the fog, 1 3/4 visibility at the Ithaca Airport, 2.5 mile visibility in Binghamton, but the low visibility, that's in Monticello at 1/4 mile visibility. So again, on your morning drive, be prepared for some rainfall, maybe even some fog, some wet pavement. 8 o'clock, 40% chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder with 68 degrees, 75 by lunchtime. Take a look at that, less than 20% chance of showers at noon today. But by 5 o'clock, the rain, the thunderstorms back in the forecast. The rain could be heavy at times. There could be some gusty winds, maybe even some hail. 79 degrees with a high today near 82. I'll have more weather coming up in just a few minutes.
Rain has certainly put a damper on the golf course for this Dick's Sporting Goods Open.
As you can see behind us, 3 holes were flooded earlier this week.
But the grounds crew at Enjoy has been working around the clock to make the course as pristine as possible. And 12 News reporter Annabelle Flaherty has been there all morning long.
Good morning, Annabelle. How's the course looking this morning?
Hey, good morning, guys. Now, the course is looking better despite this morning's rain than it was a few days ago, and that's all thanks to the grounds crew here at Enjoy. Now, I'm joined by course superintendent Anthony Chapman. Anthony, thanks for being with us this morning. Give us the latest update on what the conditions are looking like this morning.
Well, we're still looking pretty good. You know, we had a good day yesterday as far as the course drying out, and you know, thankfully it's not raining on us too heavy, so we're going out and acting like normal and just doing our morning job.
And I hope that this doesn't happen, but if it does continue to rain throughout the day, what are the steps your crews are taking? What does that mean for today's tournament?
Well, I think they'll be able to play through this. Hopefully we won't have any standing water, but if there is, we're prepared out on the course to remove it. So hopefully we can get the rounds in today and then move on.
And take us a little bit back a few days when your crews were out here around the clock endlessly. What were they doing to get the course prepared for today?
Well, basically just clearing the course from water. You know, it's been a grind. I feel bad for my guys that are out there constantly doing this in the rain, but you know, we love this tournament, and you know, we'll get it done.
And you were telling me earlier, I know that this isn't something that we've really seen before, such crazy rains like that. Is there anything that you can do ahead of time to prepare?
Yeah, most of us have been at this course for a long time, so we know what's going to happen. We know where the water is going to collect. So just being prepared as far as having that experience is a big plus for us.
Well, thank you again for joining. Hopefully the rain stops. Coming up, we'll have more information on the concert for tonight and how crews are preparing for that. Live in Endicott, Annabelle Flaherty, 12 News.
All right, thanks so much, Annabelle. Certainly round-the-clock efforts there. We'll check back in, and now we know about the course conditions for today's opening round, but where's the best place to watch it all unfold?
According to tournament director John Carides, directly behind the fifth green is the premier spot to take in all the action.
It is just the spot where you can see so much action going on at once. So directly behind me, you've got the fifth green. To my left, you've got the 16th green. Straight ahead, you can see the 17th green as well as the 9th tee. And to the right, you can see the 8th green and the 6th tee. So there's always a lot of action going on.
Players tee off today at 10 a.m. with a purse of more than $2 million. It's not only the golfers benefiting, but also Broome County. Broome County Community Charities has received about $17 million from this tournament over the years. It is geared to help all organizations improve living in the county. As for the entirety of Broome County, DSGO staff tells 12 News that a study was performed last year by the University of North Florida. They said it noted an economic boost of $16.6 million per year for Broome County. From the contractors, golfers, and their staff to the bands and those that come to enjoy it all, leaders say it all adds up.
A lot of people coming in that don't live here, so they're staying in our hotels. They gotta go and eat, and oftentimes they shop here. So certainly the uptick in the restaurants and their revenue, the uptick in the hotel beds that people stay in, and then the sales tax revenue that's generated from people simply buying things here is great.
Garner says tens of thousands of people are expected to be at Enjoy throughout the weekend. And while this tournament has a lot of value, the most valuable are the people who work it. 1,600 volunteers are donating their time this weekend. Two of them are a father-son duo. Julian Chachatka, or Cheech, and his son Chris have been volunteering for about 40 years each. Chris learned from Julian. He used to come with his father as a kid, changing the magnetic scoreboard. Now both spend hours setting up skyboxes, tables, chairs, and cleaning up after the concert. So why do they do it?
I love it. I love seeing the people again. I see the community coming together. I see the benefits of the tournament.
Everyone just rallies behind you and what have you, and that's why we do it. It's just for the love of the community.
The two have been working directly with each other for about the past 7 years. And make sure to stay with 12 News for all Dick's Sporting Goods Open coverage. We'll have live team coverage throughout the day and weekend. 12 News is the place to be for all of it.
The other big story this week, the flooding. The Twin Tiers continue to clean up after torrential rains devastated some communities. After about 36 hours of cleanup, Upper Court Street in Binghamton has reopened. It was officially open to traffic around 11 a.m. yesterday. The road was closed from Broad Avenue to Fairview Avenue following Tuesday evening's floods. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo committed many resources to assist with a fast cleanup, including assistance from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and DOT forces from other areas of the state.
It's a daunting task when you come out here and see 3 feet of mud that 3 feet deep of mud that's all over the roadway from curb to curb. It really is very daunting.
And crews continued additional cleanup work throughout the rest of the day yesterday. Over in Conklin, New York State Department of Transportation crews were working to inspect a bridge yesterday. The crew was waiting for the water to recede before building an access route to be able to better inspect the Route 7A bridge. One lane was closed down and vehicles were forced to cross one at a time, but has since fully reopened. Despite forecasted rain this weekend, crews say they're ready and prepared. And in Kirkwood, a black pickup truck was pulled out of the Susquehanna River near the Conklin-Kirkwood Road Bridge yesterday afternoon. State police say the owner of the truck parked it at a Kirkwood Valley park for several days. When he returned, it was gone. Witnesses say the truck was swept up by the severe floods in Kirkwood on Tuesday. Luckily, no one was in the truck. Authorities decided the best way to get the truck out of the water was to lift it straight up onto the bridge with the help of a large rotor. And state police say the truck was parked illegally illegally in the parking lot, and that the investigation is still open and ongoing into that. Make sure you're up to date with any weather conditions coming our way with that Storm Track 12 weather app. It sends out important notifications and updates about our area. You can even get voice alerts about severe weather. It's free to download. If you haven't already, you'll want to have it on hand for the weekend. Just search for WBNG Storm Track 12 in your phone's app store. Your time now is 6:40.
And just ahead on 12 News this morning, we'll check back in with 12 News reporter Annabelle Flaherty, who will give us the details on tonight's big concert, what you can and can't bring to the concert.
And she's also going to tell us about another big star who may be making an appearance, so stay tuned to find out who that could be after the break. First, here's Brian with a weather update.
We do have some rain, even some heavy rain moving across the region. Looks like that heavier precipitation near the Whitney Point area, extending in through northeastern Broome County into parts of Cortland County. Even Shenango County getting some rainfall this morning. If you pull back a little bit, you can see where dry weather is occurring. Allegheny County of New York in through Potter County of Pennsylvania. Early showers. We get some dry weather for the lunch hour, but we'll talk about that chance of afternoon rain and thunder.